Hi guys, Christopher Cusick here, and welcome back to another Christopher Cusick Podcast show. And in this episode, I will be reviewing Sinister 2. Now, I just watched the first Sinister the other day on my laptop. It was a really, really good film, Sinister. I really, really enjoyed it. But I loved Sinister 2 a lot more, even though there was some stuff that kind of made me think, this is going to be a shit film. So, I might have to give one or two few. So the second. I'm sorry, guys. So the second one was a better story in my opinion, and but there wasn't much more of horror. Well, that's what a normal person would think if you went. But I think there was a lot of horror in this movie. It was just not supernatural. So think about it. See, there's two situations going on in this movie. So imagine this is two horrors. One is that one of your sons is going one of your sons is going to have to kill the family. Because of a ghost and ghost children making a boy kill his family and go to the ghost world. Is that scary, or is this scarier? A family, a mum, two sons, one son weak, one son strong. They don't live with the dad, but the mum and dad still married. They've not had a divorce. The dad's an arsehole. The dad hits his wife. The dad hits his children. The dad hits the weak boy, not the strong boy. The dad is really aggressive, shoving food into his son's face if he would not eat his food, and just hurt people. What is, in my opinion, that is a lot scarier. If you had to move in with your father, who doesn't treat his wife or his kids right, who deserves to be in jail, but somehow has the police on his side, that is a lot more scarier than Ghost in this movie. A lot of people would leave this movie think. I would like to know what people would think leaving this movie if they would just see it as a horror movie. But no, this movie was about strength and it's kind of like these are some questions. It's kind of like it comes up in the section if you're born a criminal, and all this stuff that the dad's doing carries on to the younger boy, when the strong boy, not the weak one, the stronger one. But so he's the one who's, if you've watched the first one, Sinister, he's the one who's got to record the film and all that of him killing his family. I'll tell you this, a little spoiler, he does it in order. He kills his dad first. Everybody in the audience hopefully was happy that the father was dead, but before he got to kill his mum and his brother, I got the investigator, not the investigator who helped the dad in the first film, came and stopped it. That was who the main character kind of was. It was this ex-police officer, and oh shit, I've not even started my timer. Hang on. How long I've been talking for? Let's say 5 minutes. So I really enjoyed this, and but the start of it, did go kind of slow, and I was thinking at the start there's not much horror, but I didn't realise there's horror, but I just can't realise it yet. And the end of the movie, there's always the horror movies, they've got to go and put a little thing at the end that cannot be answered until the next film or whatever, that just has to go on. If they had to go and do that, but if that never happened, the film would be great. But that end just kind of ruined. There's a jump scare. There's someone you don't know. There's this devil It's not even that a ghost man, it's something black, and you're like, what the hell is that? And that's a question for the next Sinister 3, probably. If they've got, yeah, I think they probably will. The start of it, I just want to talk about the start. They done the methods of. I want to talk about the method of scaring in this movie. The method of scaring was different, but it kind of, the director was thinking well, but it just didn't happen to come out as great. It would have been scary, except for the jump scare at the start. At the start, a lot of tension was building until this jump scare. All the tension goes away then, and then there's more jump scares, and you're not scared at them, because you've already lost the tension. The tension's lost. So the start, it didn't really make you scared. The jump scares was not, well, some people could be scared, but I don't really get scared easily of horror movies. If you've not known this, I've probably said this before, I've not been scared of a horror movie in 5 years. So, guys, so I want to start telling some stories, like, from my past and all that. But I think I'm going to start doing that. Something like a throwback Thursday story, but even though it's not Thursday, I'm going to start right now. So, here's the story I'm going back to. This has nothing to do with Sinister 2, I'm just continuing the podcast. So, in school, I have a teacher. I'm not going to give his name. I'm not going to give names in this. And so he decides to put on a film. And this is an old horror film. I forgot what it was called. The Thing? No, it wasn't The Thing. I forgot what it was called. But he played it. It was like maybe a 15. There wasn't much scary with it, and it was like old horror films. But, you would say some old horror films were kind of better, but this old film wasn't as good as some of films today. I was kind of bored of it, but while my whole class, well, most people were like jumping and all that, the jump scares, but me being not scared of a horror movie in 5 years, I did not jump. A girl I know, I'm not going to give her name away, because I don't want to, but she is sitting a bit further up than me, to my right. She's closing her eyes and about, like, crawling and rolling on the floor, scared. And I'm just like, that is not... But I was laughing at her, not to be bad, but I mean, like, to be honest, you seen your great gran getting scared, no, actually, that's a bit too cruel. If you seen your nan get scared, you've got to laugh. I mean, like, maybe you got scared of something too, but if your nan gets scared at something, you've got to laugh. And I was just laughing at... And this film was boring to me, and there's someone screaming at the corner of the room. And I'm just like in my head, it was funny, but I was thinking, just stop screaming. So, yeah, so that's a little throwback story. Guys, I've not told you this. You may know this if you are a friend of mine on Facebook or Instagram. So go on like my Facebook page. Actually, it's not on my Facebook page, it's actually on my Facebook. So you should like the Facebook page, Christopher Cusick, because I put posts on there saying, maybe if I've not uploaded in a while, I'll say sorry, my PlayStation 4's been damaged, or something like that, and I'll say sorry I've not recorded in a while, but this is coming up, and all that. And also follow me on Instagram, the official Christopher. Now there's some pictures I've put up recently. If you've already followed the official Christopher, you've seen that I've hurt my hand and my knee. I fell yesterday on my skateboard going down a steep hill in front of a family. The family was right in front of me. The mum was asking, "Are you okay?" I wasn't okay. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I hurt my head." The woman's like, "Have you hurt your head?" Says, "No, my head's fine." And walking home, I was like maybe 10 minutes away from my home, walking up with a really sore knee and a really sore hand. Two really sore hands and really sore head, walking up home to clean all the blood off and all that. Still got the scars. I had a bandage on, as you might have seen. But all the blood gore scars are on my Instagram, the official Christopher. So you can go and follow. Ouch! I just hurt my scab. So go and follow the official Christopher and like the Christopher Cusick Facebook page, which is just Christopher Cusick. So I'm glad you guys are, if you're still watching this video, congratulations to you. You're a good supporter. You're a good fan of Christopher Cusick, and I'd like to thank you all for watching all my podcasts and every other video ever. And remember to stay tuned next week to see Until Dawn. Maybe next week, maybe the next week after that. But I will be playing the horror game Until Dawn. I will not be playing it until I get the game and the PlayStation 4 camera so you can see my face, and Monster Energy so I can get hyper. So guys, you stay tuned for that. It will be very exciting to get to it. I will be probably shitting myself. I'll be honest, you know how it says I've not been scared of a horror movie in 5 years, but I have been scared of maybe the evil within. I think horror video games are a lot better because they're easier to get scared at, because it's what you do that affects you, and when you're watching a movie, it's just what you're watching that affects you. It's you affecting yourself in a horror game, and that's why I like it more. I've been scared of the Evil Within when I first played it, but you know that video game's just shite, and I might actually sell it. So yeah, so thank you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video once again. High five to you. Remember to like the Facebook page and follow the official Christopher on Instagram. So I am Christopher Cusick. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm Christopher Cusick. Peace out.